Hey everyone, this is Dave Sarno and Henry Kaminski. Well, 3, 2, 1. Okay, we get to do it all over again because this is David Sarno and Henry Kaminski, and we are live on our first Monetize Monday. So Henry, how does it feel to be live on our inaugural Monetize Monday?
I'm pretty pumped. We got Facebook Live, we got Google Live. I'm fired up.
We're streaming all over the place.
Yes,
and we're gonna have Cosmo joining us in a second, it looks like. So I just knew that he was going to want to join us on our Monetize Mondays. Actually, he's just chilling on my desk right now. So the whole concept that we were at the Mastermind in Boise, and one of the things that we were talking about, how you go out there and you're doing Facebook Lives all the time, and we came up with the idea on, well, what do we do together? Well, we've got a business called howtomonetize.net. And by the way, that's the website, howtomonetize.net. And we said, wouldn't it be really cool if we could do case studies, just share our thoughts and really help our viewers and the people who follow you and myself just monetize their businesses more effectively.
Yeah, that's about it.
And so we've chosen one of our clients that we're going to talk a little bit about today.
Who's the man, by the way?
And the man, and I think that he's watching us right now.
He might be. He might be.
Hey, by the way, can people see us on Facebook Live?
They can see me. You're at a distance, but I'm pretty sure I resemble that remark Barry Newman said.
you resemble that remark. Barry, we'll see you later this afternoon.
That's right. We got Barry later.
So today we're going to talk about Dom Fawcett.
Yes.
Now, Dom came because he was following you. And so we're going to talk a little bit about monetization. It's like, okay, why do you do the things that you do? And how do you put your business in the position that people can know, like, and trust you? So you want to talk a little bit first for those that may not know, and the people who follow me wouldn't know what you're doing on a daily basis. So why don't we talk a little bit about how, a client like Dom even came to us in the first place?
Want me to tell?
Please.
So Dom was following me on Instagram, and he reached out and he says, listen, I love your work. I'm looking to get a website redone. And after looking at his website and talking to him for a little bit, I realized that he didn't need a website per se. He needed a brand. He needed a story. He needed a brand message that could connect with the people that he truly wants to help and serve. So after we started talking a little bit more in depth about what exactly I saw he needed, we kind of flipped the script a little bit and said, we need a strategy. We need to put something together before you spend thousands of dollars on a website. How are you going to get people there? What is your goal? What are you trying to accomplish with this brand, Leaders for Leaders? And so once we began talking on that level, then he said, you're right. I need a strategy. I need a game plan. I need a blueprint that's going to help me kind of put all of this together so that when I come to market, I actually have an idea. I actually have a roadmap as to what to do. And so instead of going that route and building him a website for him, we got him into a strategy session, which we basically mapped out.
Well, we didn't just map out, we got his story. And the funny thing about it, well, first of all, he had a website, and he'll admit it was really horrible. And he wondered why he wasn't getting anyone to hire him for speaking when he's frankly a really good speaker and he's really passionate. And there wasn't a way for people to connect. There wasn't when people when they go to your brand, your identity, your website, they're forming an impression of who you are, what you're about, and they're making a decision right then and there. Do they want to follow you? Do they want to engage with you? Do they want to learn more from you? And if the answer is no, well, you've lost them immediately. So one of the things we did begin, with Dom initially was finding out where is he at right now. And do you want me to share my screen and show a little bit?
Yeah, let's show the blueprint. Let's show what we mapped out for him.
Okay. Let's see here. How do I do this? You're gonna knock things over, so just get off there. Okay. Screen share. Okay. Share my screen. Now I'm gonna go right over to MindJet.
Yeah.
Can you see my screen here?
Yeah, I can. It'll be a little bit hard for the viewers on Facebook Live to see it.
Okay.
But anybody that's tuned in and actually joined into the Google Hangout,
yeah,
they'll be able to see it loud and clear.
Okay. So basically, one of the things that we do with someone in the beginning is really, get an understanding of creating a strategic launch plan. So in our case with him, it was to maximize profits, eliminate waste, and create some focused efforts. And it was for him, it was a blueprint for speaking and coaching and training for his clients. We found out exactly where he wants to go revenue-wise. I'm not going to go in there, and no one can see it right now. But, it was creating an outline of a map. What is his unique selling proposition? What makes him unique? What makes him different than every other speaker out there? And when we understand that, it can be really powerful. One of the things that was interesting, and he started telling us stories. I remember it so distinctly, Henry, that he, when he told us that he stuttered for 20 years. He was an ex-cop and he became suicidal. Where he grew up, 20 to 30% were dead or in prison. He didn't smoke, he didn't drink. He was told when he was younger that he wouldn't amount to anything. He's a 38-year-old skateboarder. At the time when he was younger, he was angry and he blamed his parents. And today he's got an amazing wife. He's got amazing relationships. He's very successful in business, and people come to him for advice. And when we started asking him more questions about his story, it was like, oh my gosh, that's the most amazing story, and how you overcame all these things. And, from there, we said, okay, we can create this as a marketing funnel with a clear message and a clear call to action. We created ways that we can drive traffic and target the people on social media and through paid traffic and organic, getting the people that he wanted. Okay. Understanding the market. One of the things that so many people forget to do when we talk about strategy is identifying their customer avatar. Right. Who is it? The age, gender, demographic, where do they shop? What magazines do they read? Now, that's just an example, but why? Why do we want that? Mm-hmm. Well, we want it, frankly, because we need to know who we're creating a site for. We need to make sure we understand who all the messaging is going for. And when you understand the messaging and you can craft it where you're speaking to that exact person, you're going to have a much better result. It's getting very laser focused and targeted versus broad. I want men, or I want CEOs. Well, what kind? What do they like? Who are they? Who can we go after? So we did that. Then we talked about, this creating his daily journal. I mean, this was more of a strategy session. It was a business mindset, personal growth strategy session all at once. And then we created his roadmap and blueprint. What his video is going to be about, his why. Why you understand them. His story of being to hell and back and how he's been able to transform things. Then we talked about getting people into his webinar, his program and offering. Okay. And then he made a commitment to us on what he was going to do on a daily basis to create this. And the cool thing is when he created this, you want to talk about a perfect client. It's someone who does everything that you say. They come back if they have a question, they ask questions for clarification. And through this, they're able to, get things launched in a time frame. And frankly, the funny thing is, and you, Henry, I'm smiling here because you know this so well. so many times we wait on clients for content. It's not us, being the holdup. But why don't you show a little bit his brand? You want to share your screen now, and we can show the brand?
So let me go into share screen. Boom. That looks so cool. Are you ready?
We got the time warp tunnel. We got the time warp tunnel.
So let me. So how do I do this now? Do I just turn this down?
Just click the when you did that. Just click on wherever it is in the tab that it's in, or yeah.
Go over here.
There we go, and then bring it full screen. Yeah, it's cut off. You see half me and half him. Now I see me. I'm on a tunnel again.
Woo. So I gotta get it back up. Give me 1 second.
So I want to show the funnel, and then I want to share some of the success stories and some of the things Dom has said to you that has happened to him, because he's created everything we talked about and more in about 4 to 5 months.
Yeah.
I mean, I believe he's exceeded his year goal in 4 to 5 months.
Yeah. Okay, so I don't know how to bring up a new tab, right?
All you need to do is go to if you're in Chrome, open up Firefox and bring the browser up, put it over there.
I see. So I got to go into a different browser then.
You can do that.
Let's do this. ClickFunnels.
So while Henry's doing that, if you're watching this right now, I like to know, what are your dreams? What are the goals, desires that you have for your business? What kind of intentions do you have? And when you think about it, if you could just wave that business magic wand over it and change things overnight, what would it be? In fact, I'd love to hear it, because one of the things we're going to do on this Monetize Monday show is based upon the feedback we get from people on the things that they want, the questions that they have, the challenges. If you have a funnel, you want us to look at it and you want us to dissect it, we're more than happy to do it live on Monetize Mondays. So all you need to do is send an email to henry@howtomonetize.net or david@howtomonetize.net. And you never know, your question, your comment, anything may show up on one of our upcoming Monday shows.
That's it. Okay, so now we are good to go. So
okay,
bringing it. Can we see the screen?
Yes, I see the screen. Now I see the site.
Awesome.
It's small because I see Photoshop on the side of it and I see your desktop on the other side.
We go like that.
Yeah, it's small though. You may have to zoom in.
Okay, so we go like this. Bam. All right. So
okay,
this is the opt-in page. So this is where we send people to actually get people to Dom Fawcett for the first time.
Yes.
We have the great headline up front, and basically what this is, because Dom is so good on camera, we want to make sure that we have him on camera at all times. So there's a great video of him here sitting and explaining kind of a little bit of a backstory. It's not a long video whatsoever, but he gives a promise. And he says, on the next video, after you opt in, I'm going to give you this promise. I'm going to deliver on this promise. And so just to give you a quick scroll of what the funnel looks like, it's representing him 150,000%, which is super important. We want the brand to revolve around Dom. Dom is the brand. So we have some great color here.
And by the way, I bring that up because it's not always necessarily going to be you're the brand. Some people want to build a entity and a company that's outside of themselves. However, with Dom, this was his goal. This is the intention that he created. So our goal is to help implement and execute the intention that we come up with.
Right. Absolutely. So here is the opt-in page that we designed for him that really, really looks A-rate, top shelf. And just to give you a quick, this is.
Hi, my name is Dom Fawcett with Leaders for Leaders. And like many of you, I also have dreams, goals, and aspirations. I'm gonna show you how I went from suicide attempt and depression to success. At the age of 5, there was an incident that took place in my life that caused a speech impediment.
So we talked about that before, but you know, it's only a 3-minute 59-second video, but he starts to that connection process with his audience immediately, and they bring people in, and people are going to resonate with Dom on certain levels and on different levels. And so that's why this video is so key to be here front and center, so that when they land here, they're like, okay, this is Dom. I got a visual. Let's see what he's got to offer. And then we take them to the sign up, which is a pop-up, and then they get to this page. Now this page is Dom basically in this video delivering that one secret. And based on that, this video, I forget how long it is. Oh, it's about 4 minutes, 4.5 minutes. And basically he delivers on his promise, and the folks that get to this page now will get a indoctrination series via email from Dom personally, and they start the relationship process.
So let's talk a little bit about an indoctrination sequence.
Sure.
Why? What is it? What does it do? What's the intention?
Well, nobody's going to do business with you until they know, like, and trust you. So the indoctrination email sequence is a series of emails that go out over the course of a week, 3-4 days, that really start to build that connection. And you're not selling anyone anything. All you're doing is building that relationship up and showing and providing as much value as you can to that subscriber, so that they understand where you're coming from. And then later on down the pike, after the relationship has been established, then we want to offer them some more value, which in Dom's case is going to be a free webinar.
So the interesting thing, Henry, when we talk about it, and so many people believe, because they see things online, it's like, I'm going to build an online business, and I'm just going to put up a website, or I'm going to put up a marketing funnel, and all of a sudden thousands of dollars are going to come in. And one of the things that you and I know, it takes work. It takes a lot of work and effort to build that brand, to build that identity. And one of the things that you had suggested to Dom was to be out there doing Facebook Lives, putting information, building up his Instagram account. And it's so funny, because we said, if you do that, you'll start getting business before the website is even done. And in fact, he did. Why don't you tell, you don't have to give all of his numbers, but talk about some of the successes that he shared with you.
Yeah, so I won't give direct numbers, but when we first started working together, Dom said he was charging X per month for consultations.
That much.
And it wasn't much at all. No, his value was 10 times that. Yeah. But at the time, there could have been numerous reasons why he wasn't charging that. Maybe it could be confidence, whatever the case may be. But I told him, I said, listen, this is you. You have the experience. You're doing what it is you're preaching. Like, you are living this. So don't cut yourself short. So when I told him, I said, listen, get out there, and the next prospect that comes your way, offer your services for this amount. And he said, all right, I'll listen to you. And so he gets a prospect a couple weeks later, and he emails me, and he's fired up. He was like, emailed me and texted me, and he was like, dude, I just got my first client, and he's gonna pay me what you told me to charge. And he signed a 12-month contract. And I was like,
well, and here's the funny thing. When people start taking actions like that, our services are paid for before we even launch.
Yeah. So, I mean, I was so proud of him. And he is, like you said, he's one of those clients that takes immediate action. And he's a go-doer. You know, he's a guy that just takes action and he gets it done. And I feel like, you know, 95% of the people out there won't. So be the 5% that actually do, you know? And so I want to wrap this up because I value everybody's time, but I wanted to show and showcase a funnel design, obviously. I wanted to showcase the blueprint and strategy development that we create here at How to Monetize, and I think we did that well. And I want to thank Dom for allowing us to showcase his brand. And I didn't even get a chance to tell him yet, but the funnel is live today. So we have people, it's live if you want to go to it and actually subscribe, go for it. It's leadersforleaders.co, and get a chance to meet Dom and see what he's all about. But these are, I don't know about you, Dave, but I love this first episode.
Well, this is what it's about, man. You know, by the way, and here's the interesting thing. People get a little bit of an insight what you and I are like working together and when we're working with them, actually. And so many times people say, I just want you to build out a funnel. Well, we could do that, but do you really want that, or do you want to set yourself up for success? And, you know, if someone wants to set themselves up for success, we do start with a monetization session, either an hour or 2 hours, and really build a plan around everything. And it sets that stair step for them to be able to implement right away and capitalize on everything that they're going to be launching out. So well, by the way, I want to thank everyone who tuned in now or watching the recording afterwards.
Yeah, likewise. Yeah, I appreciate your time, guys. And we will have these consistently every Monday.
Well, next Monday is Thanksgiving week, so we'll be back again the week after.
Right. But like you said, you got to build that solid foundation first before you build the house. And that's the most important part of this whole thing. If you want a sales and marketing funnel implemented for your business, you must have the strategy first, or else it will fall flat.
Exactly.
So, all right, guys. Awesome.
Thanks, everyone. Thanks, Henry.
Take care, Dave.